The 2018 National Risk Assessment Report on Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing for Uganda indicates that proceeds from corruption, tax fraud, drug trafficking, smuggling and external flows, among others, offloads trillions of shillings into sectors such as real estate.
Investigating it, dealing with it as effectively as we should, and we also feel that governments should be doing more to ensure that there's more transparency when it comes to financial transactions, to avoid some of these issues of money laundering and terrorist financing.
This meeting underway here in Kampala is seeking to share neutral positions that various actors across sub-Saharan Africa can consider in order to ward off a tirade of anti-money laundering and terrorist financing laws being adopted.
Our country will be blacklisted if we don't do such and such. A lot of our decision makers affecting our work do not even relate all of this process.
Though in Tanzania there is no one who has been convicted of money laundering up to now, since when they started to implement that law. But in one way or another, people are languishing in remand. Some of them are 10 years now.
The Financial Action Task Force, an international front by developed countries, has for 2 decades now been pushing for new policies to combat money laundering, now capturing terrorism financing as well.
It's important for the organization to know this because it's important for them to intervene on the process, to have a voice on the process, and to encourage the positive engagement with their governments in order to improve their work.
With a country like Nigeria that's got that kind of profile in terms of being the largest economy, you would already see some kind of, these behaviors coming around where we need to put the issues on the table. We've put those issues on the table in such a way that we can both listen to each other's perspectives, learn from each other's perspectives, and use that to retool the laws.
In Uganda and the region, civil society actors have been placed under new radar by the different states through tighter legislation on foreign cash inflows.
It's a country that supports a lot of refugees. For instance, we have a lot of refugees, a backlog of refugees from Somalia, which are within Kenya, and also a backlog from Southern Sudan. And there are all these proceeds around money laundering. Government and non-profits must be able to engage on these matters.
And most when you look at money laundering and terrorism financing, it has very good intention. But all of us must play an equal role in mitigating it. Sometimes states within the region focus on accounting bodies without focusing on their actors. It highlights key government actors in some of these governments being involved in illicit financial flows and money laundering. So we feel as government is looking at the accountable persons, it should also clean up its house.
Under the new National Risk Assessment Action Plan, Bank of Uganda and the Ministry of Finance are expected to enact the Payment Systems Policy and the Payment Systems Law under high priority. Reina Ojon, NTV Business.